There's a quiet in the room tonight, too heavy for the walls to hide. Your shadow lingers on the bed, like a truth I can't set aside. I've been walking through our memories, like ruins I can't let go. Every hallway echoes softly with the fading warmth you used to show. The photographs on the dresser are bending at the edges where you smile, and I keep staring at them slowly, trying to feel something worthwhile. Your voice is trapped in the furniture, in the scratches, in the worn out grain, and the silence underneath it all feels louder than the ache of pain. And I'm scared to touch the pieces of the life we couldn't build, 'cause every fragment cuts me deeper than the wounds you left unhealed. 'Cause I'm holding on to a heart made of cracks. Every fall line shaking from the weight of looking back. I'm barely standing where your footsteps fade to black, and I'm breaking slow, breaking slow with a heart made of cracks. Still sleep on the edge of the mattress, even though there's room to fall. Old habits cling like shadows that never learn to move at all. Your sweater hangs in the corner like a ghost too stubborn to depart, and I keep reaching for its fabric to pretend you never fell apart. The nights feel long and endless now, like a film with missing frames. Moments stuttering in silence, soft reminders calling your name. And I'm scared of what tomorrow might carve into my chest, 'cause healing feels like breaking when the past won't let me rest. So I'm holding on to a heart made of cracks. Every memory trembling as the fault lines pull me back. I'm fighting ghosts in the spaces you still try, and I'm breaking slow, breaking slow with a heart made of cracks. If love was meant to save us, why did ours dissolve like rain? Why did every whisper promise leave its fingerprints of pain? I try to stitch myself together, but the seams don't wanna stay, and every mend I make just splits again the very next day. And I'm still holding on to a heart made of cracks, a fragile heart made of cracks. The door still creaks the way it did the night you walked away. Your shadow stains the hallway like a truth I can't outweigh. I replay the scene in whispers, your quiet steps, your trembling breath, the way you stare through me like glass, already mourning what was left. Our pictures hang like fragile ghosts, edges curling from the cold, and every frame feels heavier with the stories we never told. Your scent still clings to the evening like a fading bittersweet perfume, and I drown inside the stillness when I reach across the empty room. The table holds your fingerprints like they're carved into the grain, and I can't touch the surface now without calling out your name. But every call goes nowhere in the spaces you erased, and I'm left standing breathless in the outline you displaced. 'Cause I'm lost beneath your you never freed. The mornings feel like winter now, even when the sun breaks through. 'Cause every light that hits my skin feels colder without you. Your jacket's on the coat rack still, hanging limp, a final plea, a silent symbol of the parts you took and left inside of me. The nights collapse like brittle bones, heavy under missing weight, and I stay up till dawn arrives, trying to untangle fate. Your absence aches in every room, an echo I can't outrun, and I keep searching for your warmth in the places it's undone. But the truth keeps cutting deeper than the wound you're leaving cast, and I fall through broken moments, still reaching for the past. I'm lost beneath your leaves, beneath the things the night from slipping through. I'd gather all the cracked goodbyes and trade them just to stay with you. But life moves like an avalanche, cold, slow, and never kind. And everything we tried to say got buried in the mind. So I'm lost beneath your leaving, in the ruins you untie. Every breath feels unfamiliar since the moment you said goodbye. But still I keep on breathing through the ache you left in me, lost beneath your leaving, where your love still holds the key. Cold air cuts my chest, like it knows where I'm broke. Breathing in the ghost you left, breathing out what's unspoken. I walk the same old road where your shadow used to follow mine. Streetlights flicker in their morning, like they're stuck between the dark and time. Every memory feels colder now, frozen letters on the skin of night. I whisper your name to the wind, but it only echoes back my spine. And I hate how the silence feels louder than your goodbye. How a single missing heartbeat turns a strong man into a cry. Cold air cuts my chest, sharp like the truth you left unsaid. I'm bleeding out in breath, trying to pretend this isn't the end. Every step I take feels heavier than the last. I'm stuck inside the past, where you loved me best. But now the cold air, yeah, the cold air cuts my chest. like your memory sharpened with regret. I'm breathing fragments of us and exhaling what I have left. I keep walking through the wreck of everything we couldn't fix, hoping time will soften this weight pressing on my breath. But until then, the cold air cuts my chest. The room is dim and trembling softly, shadows crawling up the wall. Your voice still hangs inside the silence like a memory trying not to fall. The whiskey glows in fractured amber, a tiny fire barely alive. I see your face inside the shimmer, a ghost I'm begging to survive. But every breath feels like a warning, every heartbeat feels untrue. The truth is burning in the distance, and I'm still reaching out for you. There's fear in the flickering light, where your love used to shine so bright. Every shadow holds a secret I'm too broken to rewrite. I keep calling into darkness, but your name won't answer mine. I'm just standing with the pieces of a love we left behind. There's fear in the flickering light, and it keeps showing me goodbye. The photographs are curling slowly, edges worn from all the years. Your smile feels like a fragile promise, drowning underneath my fears. I still remember how you touched me, like I was something you could save. Now all I feel is empty thunder, echoing through yesterday. And every night becomes a question of what I missed inside your eyes. I didn't see the moment fading until the stars fell out of line. There's fear in the flickering light, where your love used to shine so bright. Every shadow holds a secret I'm too broken to rewrite. I keep calling into darkness, but your name won't answer mine. I'm just standing with the pieces of a love we left behind. There's fear in the flickering light, and it keeps showing me goodbye. Maybe we were always breaking cracks beneath the calm we wore. Maybe silence held the truth that we both were searching for. But if I could change the night that broke you, if I could swallow every storm, I'd carry all your trembling heartache just to feel your hands once more. Still there's fear in the flickering light, where the warmth of us is lost its fight. Every memory glows and shivers tells me you're no longer mine. The night leans heavy on my shoulders, like it knows what I've been hiding. His silence hangs in every corner, and my heartbeat keeps dividing. I drag my fingers through the darkness where your laughter used to live. Hollow warmth still lingers faintly in the places love would give. Your shadow stains the bedroom wall, a silhouette that won't let go. And I keep staring at its outline, as if you might come back. I know the floor creaks softly when I move, like it remembers how you dance. I break a little every time your absence steals another chance. Your pillow still holds your shape, a fragile ghost I dare not touch. 'Cause even the thought of letting go feels like losing you too much. And every truth I tried to swallow still burns sharp like fractured glass, while all the weight of what we were pulls me deeper to the past. It's the weight of one more tear falling harder than the last, dragging memories through the silence of a love that couldn't last. Every heartbeat feels uncertain, every breath is lined with fear, and I'm breaking under everything. The weight of one more tear. Your voice still lingers in the hallway, an echo trembling on repeat. And though I know it's only memory, it knocks me weak beneath my feet. I find your sweater in the closet, still wrapped in who you used to be. And I hold it like a life raft in an ocean swallowing me. The nights grow longer than they should, stretching far past what I can bear. And I sit awake till morning breaks, just to feel you in the air. Your goodbye haunts my ribcage like a bruise I can't unmake. And every time I try to heal, it splits again with every ache. I'm barely holding on to reasons to stand upright in the dark, when every memory cuts deeper than the shadows in my heart. It's the weight of one more tear crashing through the love we knew, a quiet, devastating truth I never thought would be our view. I drown in all the fragments of the world you left unclear, breaking slowly underneath. If time could bend, I'd chase the moment. Before we fractured at the seam, I'd speak the words I couldn't voice. I'd guard the fragile of our dream. But all that's left are empty rooms and echoes carved in fading sound. While I keep learning how it feels to stand alone on shattered ground. The weight of one more tear falls heavier than goodbye, pulling me through sleepless nights where love and sorrow intertwine. And though the world keeps moving forward, I remain suspended here, still breaking in the quiet, under the weight of one more tear. Soft static in the midnight air, a trembling echo everywhere. The sky breaks open like a truth I never learned to bear. I walk the streets we used to claim, where every lamp fell warm and bright. But now the glow is cold and distant, flickering like it's lost its light. Your footprints fade with every storm, but mine stays sunk in broken ground. And though the world keeps moving forward, I stay where I last felt you around. Your voice still threads through alley winds, a memory carved so deep it stings. And even when I close my eyes, I feel the pull of severed strings. But the night keeps cutting through me, where your promises once bloomed. And all that's left behind is a city quietly consumed. Rain on the ruins, falling harder than my heart can take. Every drop reminds me of the pieces love could never save. I stand in the wreckage, a shadow shaking in your wake. Rain on the ruins, washing me out, where everything breaks. I still replay our final words, like a scratch tape looping pain. You said you needed open skies, while I was learning how to breathe again. The door you closed still echoes loud, reverberating through the years. And every time I hear its ghost, it drips with unforgotten tears. The world turns gray where we once shone, a palette drained by what we lost. And though I try to paint new days, your absence keeps rewriting calms. And the cold keeps growing deeper, where your warmth once held my hands. I'm left wondering heavy when the past keeps calling my name. Rain on the ruins, falling slow as truth unfolds. I try to move, but every step still drags the weight of our old world. I'm learning how to breathe again through memories I can't escape. Rain on the ruin, falling softer now on what we couldn't say. There's a whisper in the doorway. There's a bruise inside my chest. I still reach for you in reflex, even though you're long gone, I guess. I trace my fingers on the walls where your laughter used to live. Every corner feels abandoned, like it forgot what once could give. The floors still creak your rhythm, like they're haunted by your steps. And I keep walking in circles through the places your memory kept. Your sweater's still in the kitchen, hung on a chair you love to lean. I swear I hear you breathing in the spaces left between. But the truth keeps cutting deeper than the silence ever planned. And all I'm left with now are shadows where you used to stand. Shadows where you used to stand. Dark outlines of forgotten. There's a whisper in the doorway. There's a bruise inside my chest. I still reach for you in reflex, even though you're long gone, I guess. I trace my fingers on the walls where your laughter used to live. Every corner feels abandoned, like it forgot what once could give. The floors still creak your rhythm, like they're haunted by your steps. And I keep walking in circles through the places your memory kept. Your sweater's still in the kitchen, hung on a chair you love to lean. I swear I hear you breathing in the spaces left between. But the truth keeps cutting deeper than the silence ever planned. And all I'm left with now are shadows where you used to stand. Shadows where you used to stand. Dark outlines of forgotten plans. I reach out but you fade like sand, slipping through my trembling hands. Every heartbeat feels like glass, breaking under what couldn't last. I'm just a ghost in my own land, lost in shadows where you used to stand. I keep the lights dim all the time, trying not to see the holes, the parts of me you carried off, the parts you left inside my soul. Your voice still lingers softly, like an echo waiting to be found. But when I turn to find you, there's only dust upon the ground. These nights feel like empty rooms with no windows on the rain. I drown in all the memories till I can't breathe through the pain. And the truth keeps getting colder every time sand. I reach for you in every plan, but the truth keeps forcing me to understand. The world keeps turning slow and grand, yet I fall with shaking hands into shadows. Holy shadow, where you used to stand. The night breaks open like a quiet wound, bleeding colors where you once bloomed. Your voice still trembles in these empty halls, a fading echo caught between the walls. I walk through shadows caught by your goodbye. Each step another reason I still try. The silence hums like a distant storm, cold and constant, nothing warm. And I keep sifting through the pieces of a truth I never learned. If love was fire meant to save us, why did everything just burn? Now I'm screaming in slow motion, but the world keeps standing still. My heart is spilling oceans that no one else can feel. Every tear moves like a lifetime, dragged across the edge of night. I'm drowning in the quiet, waves slipped out of my life. Yeah, I'm screaming in slow motion, but you're already out of sight. Photographs look older every day, colors rusting where we used to stay. Your laughter once a spark inside my chest, now flickers faint like a dying breath. I trace the outline of your fading glow, searching for a sign you let me know. Why you drifted like a falling star, close enough to touch, then far. I still hear the moment breaking in the pause before you turned, a quiet shatter in your heartbeat, a truth too heavy to return. Now I'm screaming in slow motion, but the world keeps standing still. My heart is spilling oceans that no one else can feel. Every tear goes like a lifetime, dragged across the edge of night. I'm drowning in the quiet, where you slipped out of my life. Yeah, I'm screaming in slow motion, but you're already out of sight. Maybe love was always fading, softly cracking at the seams. Maybe I was Still I'm screaming in slow motion, words unspoken in the dark. You were the pulse, the quiet ocean that kept rhythm in my heart. Now the night feels like a wasteland, every star too dim to guide. I keep reaching out for something that's already said goodbye. So I fall into the open, a voice without devotion, forever screaming in slow motion. Dim and trembling softly, shadows crawling up the wall. Your voice still hangs inside the silence, like a memory trying not to fall. The whiskey glows in fractured amber, tiny fire barely alive. I see your face inside the shimmer, a ghost I'm begging to survive. But every breath feels like a warning, every heartbeat feels untrue. Truth is burning in the distance, and I'm still reaching out for you. There's fear in the flickering light, where your love used to shine so bright. Every shadow holds a secret I'm too broken to rewrite. I keep calling into darkness, but your name won't answer mine. I'm just standing with the pieces. The room is dim and trembling softly, shadows crawling up the wall. Your voice still hangs inside the silence, like a memory trying not to fall. The whiskey glows in fractured amber, tiny fire barely alive. I see your face inside the shimmer, a ghost I'm begging to survive. Every breath feels like a warning, every heartbeat feels untrue. The truth is burning in the distance, and I'm still reaching out for you. There's fear in the flickering light, where your love used to shine so bright. Every shadow holds a secret I'm too broken to rewrite. I keep calling into darkness, but your name won't answer mine. I'm just standing with the peace. showing me goodbye. The photographs are curling slowly, edges worn from all the years. Your smile feels like a fragile promise, drowning underneath my fears. I still remember how you touched me, like I was something you could save. Now all I feel is empty thunder, echoing through yesterday. And every night becomes a question of what I missed inside your eyes. I didn't see the moment faded until the stars fell out of line. There's fear in the flickering light, where your love used to shine so bright. Every shadow holds a secret I'm too broken to rewrite. I keep calling into darkness, but your name won't answer mine. I'm just standing with the pieces of a love we left behind. There's fear in the flickering light, and it keeps showing me goodbye. Maybe we were always breaking cracks beneath the calm we wore. Maybe silence held the truth that we both were searching for. But if I could change the night that broke you, if I could swallow every storm, I'd carry all your trembling heartache just to feel your hands once more. Still there's fear in the flickering light, where the warmth of us has lost its fight. Every memory glows and shivers as it slips right out of sight. I keep reaching through the shadows, but your footsteps fade like time. I'm alone with all these echoes of a love I can't rewind. There's fear in the flickering light, and it tells me you're no longer mine. The room is colder than it was before, shadows stretching across the floor. I reach for warmth that isn't there, and all I find is empty air. I remember the nights we set ablaze. Every touch, every laugh, every gaze, the sparks that dance between our hands now lie silent like forgotten lands. Your voice used to light the darkest skies. Now I only hear the echoes of your goodbyes. The walls still hum with our faded song, but the melody feels broken wrong. I trace your name in the dust on the shelf, trying to find pieces I left of myself. But every breath reminds me slow and clear, the fire we had has disappeared. And I wonder where went away, how the heat became this cold. All the words we left unsaid now linger heavy, uncontrolled. When the fire went out, I lost my way. Every color turned to gray. I reached for you in the darkness still, but your warmth is gone. It always will. The embers fade into the night. No matter how I try to fight, when the fire went out, I can't pretend this broken love will never mend. Your jacket still hangs on the chair, a silent witness to the love we shared. I play the songs they used to heal, but now they only make me feel the hollowness inside my chest. The nights I'm missing all your rest. I walk through rooms that remember you, every shadow whispering what I can't undo. I wish I could bring back the flame, but the smoke is all that remains. The memories burn softly in my mind, a fire that refuses to rewind. And I chase the ghost of our fire, but the warmth has slipped away, leaving only ash and quiet where love used to stay. When the fire went out, I lost my way. Every color turned to gray. I reached for you in the darkness still, but your warmth is gone. It always will. The embers fade into the night. No matter how I try to fight, when the fire went out, I can't pretend this broken love will never mend. I stand alone in the cold and down, remembering when the fire